everybody. This is Roger McGee here with New Orleans Secrets, delivering you what I like to call an entry in the Quarantine Chronicles. If you've taken a ghost tour with me, I might try to tell you about food. If you take a food tour with me, I might try to tell you about the cemeteries. If you're on a cemetery tour with me, I might start talking about cocktails. But one thing that I don't really talk about on any of my tours is that I really enjoy about New Orleans. I think it's a magical city, and even when you're just going through the motions out here, it's still full of surprises. There's no mystery about the fact that a lot of people come to New Orleans to check out music shows, myself included. One of the things that didn't really cross my mind when I moved out here, but was sort of a added bonus was, oh, that's right, I'm in a city where tons of artists come. From big artists that you recognize to smaller ones that you may not. And another thing you may not know about New Orleans is it is an uncomfortably intimate city. I mean, our houses are structured to where one family lives in one unit and another family lives in another, but it's the same building. So I say that to say the city is structured for everybody to constantly interact and see each other. And that even affects the musicians that come out here. Because the thing I want to talk about is I've actually met a lot of some of my favorite musicians and artists in the world here in New Orleans. I'm going to start out with somebody that you guys know. Whether you are a hip-hop fan or not, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of a man named Curtis Jackson, commonly known as 50 Cent. Rapper, actor, author, producer, you name it. Well, maybe you've seen him in a show, maybe you've heard his music, but believe it or not only have I seen 50 Cent, I have met him, and I have actually gotten him to autograph a book. One of my favorite books in the world is one called The 50th Law. It was written by 50 Cent and one of my favorite authors, a guy named Robert Greene. The same guy who wrote The 48 Laws of Power, Mastery, and The Laws of Human Nature. Well, in my career as a valet, when I was working at the Bourbon Orleans Hotel, one day I saw an ad at a bar called Bourbon Heat on Bourbon Street, and it was advertising that 50 Cent was going to be there. So my thought was like, okay, if he's going to be there, I'm going to get this dude to sign my book. So sure enough, there's a line all the way outside of Bourbon Street. Everybody's going to see 50, right? Well, of course, they go in, they're enjoying his appearance, yada yada. But then 50 starts walking up Bourbon Street to get back to his car. Now, I had saw my moment. So what I did was I made sure I had my book on me. I ran up to him and I had my book in one hand and a pen in the other. Now, of course, begrudgingly, he did indeed sign my book. And the proof is right here. Can't really see it that well, but here in this book is an autograph from Curtis Jackson. And that's happened several times. Not just with him, but with other artists. For example, there's a rapper named Big Sean. He did a performance at a place called the House of Blues, and voila. I met him, got him to autograph my CD, even taken a picture with him as well. Another artist, Mike Doty, who you might know from Soul Coughing, like maybe two of you might know who that is. Well, he did a show at a venue called Gasa Gasa. Boom. Got his signature right there too. And let's see. Another rapper named Big Crit always comes to New Orleans. He'll perform at the House of Blues, Howling Wolf, and even a place called Maison on Frenchman, which maybe you've been there, maybe you haven't. I have several of his albums, and pretty much anytime I'm there with my CD, bang! Get a signature from him too. Let's see. Sylvan Esso, Lindsey Stirling, The Presets, a group called The Foreign Exchange. I met their lead singer at a place called One Eye Jacks. He did a show there. Caught his autograph. One of my favorite Brazilian music artists in the world, Babel Gilberto, caught her autograph as well. And then, of course, last but not least, the most New Orleans story. A rock group named Valiant Thor performed at One Eye Jack's on my birthday, and I not only got the band to autograph my CD, as you can see here, but the lead singer also sang me happy birthday, and once he was finished singing me happy birthday, he farted. So yeah, it's little things like that that happen in New Orleans on a regular basis, you know? You'd think you'd never be able to touch somebody whom you admire that much, but they're actually a lot closer than you think. And on that note, stay safe, guys. I'll see you later.